One second. So yes, morning all, right. So before I go with the Django introduction and installation, right? Yes, just what are the different frameworks of Python? So we have got Python frameworks like Django framework, Flask framework, Pyramid, Bottle, TurboGate. Django is the most famous framework, which provides many flexible features. It all the .py files automatically will be created. Everything taken care by the Django. It has got its own database. It has got its own application server. So mostly preferred framework, right? And mostly used framework today is Django framework. Django framework, D silent. D will be silent. Django, we say it's a framework of Python. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application using this Django framework because most of the code will be already available, generated by Django itself. So as a Python full stack developer, right? If you want to become a Python full stack developer, this Django framework is compulsory if you want to become a Python developer, Python full stack developer, right? In Python world, as I said, we have got three positions: backend developer, front-end developer, and full stack developer. Back-end developer means, yes, deals with logic and flow of data. Back-end developer deals with the logic and flow of data. What to display as response? What has to be displayed as response to the end user? So we have got four components. The language to be chosen means which language like Python or Java or any other. Framework to be chosen, which framework? Django framework. Many frameworks, which one you want to prefer? Django or Flask are mostly used. And database, which database you are using, like MySQL or Oracle, or what IDE which you are choosing, right? PyCharm Professional and VS Code. Which one you want? Like PyCharm Professional is the mostly used. It's a licensed one, right? So backend developer deals with logic, business logic implementation, and the flow of the data, and what response has to be given to the end user. Front-end developer, right? Responsible for how data appears to the users. How data appears to the users, right? That is how good the data is presented on the web page. Means with different colors, fonts, images, tables, right? How good is the front-end developer work is to develop presenting the data on the web page. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstraps. Say HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap is used for this. These are the front-end technologies, right? HTML for presenting data on the web page. CSS adding styles, adding different types of styles like borders, colors. Bootstrap predefined styles. Already predefined styles, you can take it and you can just design it, right? JavaScript for adding some kind of dynamic nature because HTML is static, but if you want to add dynamism to it, JavaScript, right? HTML, we see like static responses. HTML, we see static response, but HTML plus JavaScript dynamic response. For displaying any data, good morning, static response through HTML again. For dynamic response, displaying current date and time. If you execute after 1 hour, that after 1 hour, what is the time? That time will be displayed. Tomorrow, if you execute that code, tomorrow's date and time means every time you will get different output, right? For dynamic. For static, today if we execute, tomorrow execute the same message, it is going to print. Static response, if response is not varied from time to time. If you see the every day you open the login page of the Facebook, every time, every day it will be the same thing. Home page of your bank also will be the same, right? You take any application, the home page of it will be same always. But dynamic response means which is response which is valid from time to time. For example, your inbox, Gmail inbox won't be same. Daily, you will be getting different bank page also, right? Yes. Okay. So as a full stack developer, right? As a full stack developer, it's a gap between the above two positions. Need to have the knowledge You need to have the knowledge of both front end and back end technologies, right? Okay. Full stack web development is a process of developing both front end as well as back end application, right? Okay. Now, coming to this introduction to this Django, right? Django framework. First, what is a framework? What do you mean by a framework? Mm. But before that, do one thing. Today I'll be showing you like installation part, right? So everyone, before I go with the introduction part, meanwhile, you can download one thing, right? VS Code IDE. Go to core.visualstudio.com. Core.visualstudio.com. Just type this code.visualstudio.com, right? And say enter. You can see right there, download for Mac OS, for Windows, for Linux, right? Download this and install it, everyone. Yes. Download for Windows. Just click the download option and also install it. Everyone, download and install it. Next, saying next, it gets installed. Which one? Visual Studio, right? Just say next, and install it, right, everyone? Okay. Now do that meanwhile. Like, what is a framework? Why Django? Yes. Why Django required, and what is the some history of this Django? History of Django, characteristics and advantages of Django. Yes. Companies using Django. Yes. The companies using various companies using Django. Right. Django job market. I said for the different other technologies, there is a competition, right? But for Django, there is a less competition as of now because very few people know about this technology, Django. It was very means competition is less as of now. Who has got good knowledge, good command on this Django, right? So very can get the job easily, right? So the two, the coding, everything, it will be very simpler, very easier, right? Yes. Okay. What is a web framework? What is a web framework, right? Yes. Web framework. Django is the web framework, right? Means it is a code library. It is a code library, right? Web framework is a code library, right? Which helps which helps in building flexible applications, flexible web applications. Code library which helps in building flexible web applications, right? You see the history of Django? Yes, when it was introduced. History of Django, right? Django was introduced. Django was introduced in the year 2005. Django was introduced in the year 2005. Why the name Django? It's the name of a guitarist. It's the name of a guitarist. Django Reinhardt. His name is Django Reinhardt. In 2008, 2008, it was declared DSF. Just like PSF, we got a DSF. PSF means Python Software Foundation. We have got Django Software Foundation. It was declared that DSF would maintain Django. Django 1.1 version. 1.x. 1.x version. 2009. Django 2.x second version. Django 2.x was released in 2017. After 8 years, two version was released. Django 3.x was 2019. Django 4 version. 2001. Right? Yes. Advantages and features. Advantages and features of Django. First thing, people are migrating towards this Django framework because it's very simple, very simple, very simple and easy. Very simple and easy. If you want to set up or if you want to install. So even if you want to see the output of this, it's ready to use interface. Here one Limitation for this DJANGO using DJANGO, we can develop all types of social networks, web applications, even what a URL that gmail.com, facebook.com. So here DJANGO has got powerful URL system and also right, yes. Add anything. If you and
Sir, your voice is not audible.
my voice audible to all. Once again, can anyone please confirm? Hello,
Yes, sir.
it's audible, right? Very less code. Is my voice clear or are you getting any breaks in my voice?
Clear, sir.
Okay.
Now better, sir. Better.
Very less code. Very less code we are going to observe. Okay. This having its own database, very less coding, and automatic admin interface for adding, editing, deleting the elements, built-in authentication system, powerful URL system, developing all types of systems, provides end-to-end application testing. And it's using the Django.
Sir, not audible.
Sir, now your voice is not audible.
Now is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
So
Yes,
here
Vijay.
Netflix, Eventbrite, Reddit. See, all these are the companies using, right? Django, Pinterest, Dropbox, NASA, Bitbucket, Google, Udemy, Washington, Capital. Okay. Netflix, Eventbrite, Reddit. Okay. And even if you see Django jobs, I was saying about the job market, Django jobs, right? So a lot of jobs, but people who knows Django are very less who has command in Django, right? So here 21,809 Django job vacancies in April. 21,000 Django jobs in April. People might be having knowledge on Python, but people who have knowledge on Django are very less. Okay, fine. Mm. Now just creating a web application using Django. I will show you on two IDEs, integrated development environments, VS Code and PyCharm Professional. PyCharm not community. Professional. PyCharm Professional is a licensed version, right? I'll just show you how to get this. For 1 month, it will give trial. After 1 month, your trial will be expired. So how you can work even without license, right? How can you get that license? I'll just discuss, right? Yes. So for community version, PyCharm community is there, right? For Python development, but for commercial usage, it is licensed, right? For web applications creations, for all this, it's licensed. Steps involved. Steps involved in developing a web application. Steps involved in developing a web application, right? Nearly we have got 10 steps. 10 steps involved in developing a web application, a typical web application, right? First thing is, whenever you develop a web application, first thing is Python and Django are required. First thing is creating virtual environment. Creating virtual environment. Creating virtual environment and installing Django. Creating virtual environment and installing Django. Virtual environment means already Python is installed in your system, right? In C drive or some drive, Python is installed. Now installing Django. Second thing is once you are done this, right? Activating. We need activating virtual environment. Activating virtual environment. Once your Python and Django installation successful, the environment. Next, the step is creating or starting a project. Creating or starting a project. So we have got a command for this. For creating or starting a project, we have got a command. Using the command only, we can the Django. Yes, the command is Django -admin. Using this command. Okay. Django -admin. Start project. Start project. And give any project name. You can provide any project name, right? Django -admin. Start project. Project name. Next, after starting a project, right? After creating a project, you need to create an application, right? Creating. Sorry. Creating or starting an application. Creating or starting an application, right? Creating or starting an application. First, create a project. Next, create an application. For that also, we have got a command for this, for creating an application. Just remember this Python manage.py. Manage.py is a Python file which is going to take care of all this creation of application, running the server, migrating anything. Python manage.py. Yes. Start app and give the application name. Any name you can give, application name. Yes. Python manage.py start app application name. After that application and project both are created, adding application name. Adding application name to settings.
What does fourth statement meaning?
Application. So project folder, application folder, two folders has to be created. In the project folder, automatically all the Python files required for your project, everything will be created automatically. Even for your application also, right? So we need to give some application name. What is your name of your application? Okay, it's a project, will have one, but what is your main application name? That application name we need to provide here. With that name, a folder gets created. In that folder again, .py files which are required for your application, everything will be created automatically. Nearly you will see .py files will be created for this application, and even for the project also nearly 5 to 6 .py files will be created. So here in these two steps, what? Creating a project folder and creating an application folder. Two things will be created. Under that, all the .py files required for your project and application also will be created. I'll show you these things practically. Adding application name to settings. Next, defining the URLs. Defining the URLs for your project. For your project, right? Yes. For example, URLs means facebook.com, gmail.com. Whenever you are opening any application, right? URL required. With that URL only, that application gets opened, right? So even for your application, whatever you are creating, for that URL to be given, right? That URL you will specify in urls.py. Define the URLs for your project. Using that URL only, the application gets open, means your total. And what is your logic to be implemented in this? What is the logic to be implemented? Business logic implementation. Writing the business logic. Writing the business logic within the views dot, there will be a file, views.py file will be there within the application folder. Within the application folder, right? Writing the business logic. What is the business logic you want to implement within the views.py? Within the application folder. And later, if you say migrate, we say. Migrate, okay, it performs multiple things, but later I discuss in brief about that migrate. It as of now, I'm saying displays errors if any. Displays errors if any, whenever you do migrate. Next, finally, starting the server. Start server. How to start server? Right. For that also, Python manage.py. Python manage.py run server. Python manage.py run server. Giving request. Giving request in the browser, right? Giving the request in the browser. http:// localhost, which is the same system, right? 8000 is the port from where the Django is running, and give the URL, whatever URL you have specified, right? These 10 steps involved, right, in developing any project. This 10 steps. First 5 steps common to all. First 5 steps will be common to all, right?
Again, voice also.
Yes. This 10 steps, right? 10 steps required. Okay. Now, okay. I said you to download VS Code, right? I said you to download VS Code. Everyone, have you downloaded VS Code and have you installed VS Code, everyone? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So normal installation only, right? Downloading and installation of VS Code. Go to this now. Now I'll show you the steps, right? I'll show you the steps in installing. So the first step, what is the first step, right? Okay. This is important. Creating virtual environment, right? Creating virtual environment and installation of Django. Yes. Everyone, mm, first go to your C drive. Everyone, just go to your C drive. Okay. Create one folder here. Right. Create a folder, right? Everyone create a folder, new folder in the C drive. Create a folder, Django apps. Any name you can give, but any name you can provide. Django apps. I'm creating a folder with this name, Django apps. No space. Don't give any space between them. Create a folder with the name Django apps. No space in between them. Okay. It's an empty folder. It's an empty folder you can see in C drive. DJANGO apps. It's an empty folder, right? Okay. Now check this, right? One by one step in this. Now observe this. Working with VS Code ID. Working with VS Code ID, yes. I said go to Google and say code.visualstudio.com, download and install. Hope everyone done with this, right? Downloading and installation. Everyone done with this installation, right? VS Code. Now create a folder in the C drive with the name DJANGO apps, I said. Create a folder in the C drive with the name DJANGO apps. And before that, one more thing you need to identify, right? Before thing, you need to identify where is your Python installed in your system. Where is, before you go with these steps, right? Try to identify where your Python is available in your system. Everyone, check where your Python is available. Before installing Django, first Python installation compulsory. Python should be installed, right? Observe here. Here Python 3.12. Python 3.12 in the C drive. The C drive Python 3.12 folder is there. In that scripts folder is there. Scripts folder is there, right? Yes, check everyone. In Python 3.12 in the scripts folder, you will see like pip, pip. Preferred installer program, right? Pip. Everyone check whether that pip is available or not. Check where your Python is installed in your system. I have installed in C Python 3.12 in the scripts folder. See this pip is available, right? If you are unable to locate where this Python got installed in your system, because most of the students say next, they will install. Somewhere, if you are not giving the location where the Python is installed, it will be installed somewhere, right? In users, app data, local programs, Python, somewhere in your, it will be installed, right? Yes. Everyone, are you able to identify where your Python is available? Yes.
No.
Yes, yes. But version is 3.11, so not 3.12, sir.
3.11 or 3.12, whatever it is, not a problem.
Vijay, I just joined 10 minutes late. In the Visual Studio, I'm having a Windows 64-bit. So here it is asking stable or insider. Which one we need to download?
Stable.
Stable. Yeah. Okay. So we need to anything. I think we need to go next, and we need to download it. Either we need to make any changes in the options.
Yeah, nothing. Say next. Nothing to select anything. Only shortcut on your desktop.
Okay, Vijay. Yeah. Thank you.
Everyone, are you facing any problem in the installation of VS Code? Hello? Try to respond. I want the sessions to be interactive from here on. If anyone getting errors, okay. During this applications creations, you will be sharing the screen, right? The error screen. Okay. So if anyone unable to locate Python, at the bottom search panel, type CMD, and you will get this command prompt. And check where Python, where is my Python, right? So my Python in C drive, Python 3.12, here it is. Where Python, you can say, where is your Python installed? In Python C drive, Python 3.12. I've also got Python 3.11 also in C drive ones. I also got Python 3.8 also in this, right? Multiple versions, but I'm using 3.12. So you can say where Python means it will, otherwise this is one way to check where is your Python installed, right? This is one way, where Python. Otherwise, at the bottom, go to the start programs. Go to the start programs, right? Beside the search, you can see the start programs and check installed apps, all apps you can see, right? Installed apps. A is from starting onwards. Scroll down, go to this Python. Python 3.12 is there, right? Python 3.12. Click on this Python 3.12. And here Python 3.12 you can see, right? Right click and say more. Open file location. Open file location means it opens this file location. This is not, this is a shortcut location, right? But still, once you get this, again right click and say open file location, right? Open file location. Where it is? In C drive, Python 3.12. In C drive, Python 3.12 it is. Python, right? Yes. You can check this, where your Python installed available, right? That's why I was saying most of you, while installing Python, install in C drive. So later, if you want to install any modules or these frameworks, it's very simple to identify where your Python is available. Okay. So first, everyone installed VS Code. Everyone have created a folder, DJANGO apps. Everyone, right? You have
Yes,
created DJANGO apps in C drive. Now, the VS Code, right? VS Code, which you have just now open that VS Code, everyone. Open that VS Code. Okay. In this VS Code, right? Okay. In this VS Code, observe. File, open folder. File, open folder, you can say. Open folder. And select, browse it, Django apps. Just now you have created Django apps, right? Select it. Select that folder. Select it. Everyone are able to see Django apps here at the left side. Django apps. Django apps you can see at the left side. So file, open folder with whatever name you have created, right? With whatever name you have created, select it. Django apps in your C drive. It's an empty, it's nothing is there in that. It's an empty, right? Nothing is present in that. Please be in mute. Hemavati, be in mute.
Automatically it will change the lowercase to uppercase, right?
Okay, yes. Okay, fine. 1 second. Minimize it. Minimize it. Okay, now open folder, browse, select Django apps. Now installing virtual environment module. Installation of virtual environment module. So yes, just observe here how to install virtual environment module. Step 2. If you have got any queries, yes, everyone can type in the chat or you can ask, you can unmute yourself and you can ask, right? Yes. Now,
Sir, can you repeat as a step 1? I'm sorry.
Step 1, once you open this VS Code, right? File menu is there. For some of you here, you can see some lines, 3 to 4 lines, small lines. For some of you, this file edit selection, this won't be is there anyone where you won't see file edit selection view go run? Everyone are able to see this file edit file edit?
No, sir. For me,
For some of you, you won't be able to see. At the top left corner, you will see some small lines, right? 5 to 6 lines. For some of you, click that, you will see that file menu there. For some of you, at the top left corner, you will see small lines. Click it, you will see the file edit, all these menus. Got it?
in that it's a for new file, right, sir?
File, open folder, you should say. File, open folder. Open folder. Once you say open folder, it will ask which folder I need to open. Just now you have created DJANGO apps, right? One folder. That folder you select and say select folder. Click it. That's it. Once you do this, this DJANGO with whatever name you have created, that will be appeared at the left side. Select
It
this.
has been some confirmation message, sir. Do you trust this author? This author of the plan?
Yes, yes. Do you trust means yes, you say.
Okay.
You'll ask, do you trust the author means yes. Okay, select folder. Yes. You'll see DJANGO apps at the top left corner, right? Yes, top left corner.
Yes, able to see.
Okay. If possible, right? If possible, you people from tomorrow or from next week onwards, right? You can just if you have got 2 systems in your home, otherwise your mobile phone or your system means in one thing you need to see my screen, in the other one you will be doing parallelly, right? Arrange in such a way. If you have got 2 systems, so in one system you can just do that application. In one system you can see my screen. Otherwise, in mobile phone and you can use mobile phone and system. In the system you'll be doing the mobile phone, you will be see whatever I am doing, you can check it, right? Because in the same system seeing my what I am doing, again doing the same won't be possible, right? Yes. Fine. So here, okay. Once you got this Django apps, now what I am doing, step 2. What is step 2? Creating virtual environment. What do you mean by creating virtual environment? It's a virtual environment is created for Python. Means you are creating one more copy of Python. One more copy of Python. Already Python is in your C drive. One more copy. You are just from that path where your Python is available. From that path, you are bringing one more copy of Python, right? And whatever changes we do here in this Django should not be affecting your original Python. That's the reason we will create virtual environment. What is the reason for creating virtual environment means? Whatever changes, modifications here, what we are doing in this should not affect your original Python. That's why one more copy of Python virtually we are creating here. So how to do that? Open terminal from the terminal tab. Can you see this terminal here? Everyone, can you see this terminal up? Terminal, right? Terminal and say new terminal. Open this terminal. Whenever you say terminal, terminal gets open. This debug console. Clear that console, debug console is. The terminal is open, right? With this see Django apps with whatever folder name. So yes. So this debug console is there. Minimize it. Minimize this debug console. You can see that. Are you able to see everyone? Whenever you open terminal, are you able to see DJANGO apps? Hello? I
Yes.
want response from your
Yes.
side, everyone.
Yes. Yes, sir.
DJANGO apps. DJANGO apps is what is the folder you have created. So what all your projects you are doing, what all the applications creations, what all everything appears in this DJANGO apps folder. A virtual environment, Python installation, DJANGO installation, and the projects that you are creating, everything will be under one folder, DJANGO apps folder in C drive. Any drive you can keep, not only in C drive, in D drive also you can create it. Okay, fine. 1 second. 1 second.
Sir, not audible.
Fine. So everyone got this terminal, right? DJANGO app. So here, pip install virtual env. We need to first install this pip install virtual env. A single word, virtual env is nothing but virtual environment, right? Module. Okay. So pip install virtual env. Pip install virtual env means for me it is satisfied, it's already installed, so it will say requirement already satisfied, it will say pip install requirement already satisfied. For me it's already installed. For you it will download and it will install. For you it will download and install this virtual env, means virtually it is going to get a Python from your system, right? Yes, everyone got it installed. It will say downloading and installing virtual env and successfully install virtual env. Have you got? Hello? For
Yes.
some of
Yes.
you might be getting some kind of if you are getting any error, let me know. Pip install virtual env.
I just got few things like downloading virtual environment 24.
Yeah, downloading it will say, later it will say installing, successfully installed it will say.
Yes.
Everyone you will be getting downloading virtual env. After downloading, it will install automatically. This pip install virtual env, it will download and it
Sir,
will
I'm
install.
getting this type of error. Could not find a version.
Wrong environment installing. In the end of the command, he mentioned EV only, not an environment. We need to mention. Command is not correct actually. Lanesh.
Okay, what's the command? Can you please ping me?
Virtual spelling is wrong. Virtual env spelling is wrong. See this, what is that? Virtual env. Virtual
Okay.
env you need to give. Virtual env. It's a predefined virtual env, right? Yes. Everyone try to say pip install. If anyone see this one time only we'll be doing, every time for every application we won't do this, right? virtual environment creation, whatever we are doing today, only one time for the first time when we create this, right?
So for me, it's successfully installed, but I got a message like a notice. It's an upgrade from.
No,
to install.
upgrade all those those successfully installed have you got or not? That's fine. It will ask whether to upgrade all these things. That's not required, right?
Sir,
So
I got errors.
if anyone got the error,
Matching distribution found for virtual EMA.
no,
No matching distribution found for virtual ENV, sir.
paste that error on that chart.
I paste your, sir.
So which one were your name?
Bharati, sir.
Where did you paste? Okay, one second. Well, pip install virtual, it could not find a version. Pip install virtual spelling is wrong. See that VIR virtual, not
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
so people do mistake here in this virtual ENV. So see that typo errors. So you need to get what? Successfully installed. Successfully installed. A list of you will get. In that list you will see virtual ENV also. Everyone got right? Successfully installed. Downloading and installation of that virtual ENV, right? Yes.
Sir, what does it mean get started? Always pop-up show when VS Code open.
Where is that get started?
In the above, start new file, open folder.
It's a startup screen, right? Whenever you open, that's nothing to do with that.
Do we need to cancel it? I mean,
Not a problem. No, not a problem, right? If you close it also, it's not.
okay.
Okay. So here pip install virtual ENV, right? Everyone got installed? Yes. Still anyone facing problem in this? So, see, first time the setup of this if completed, next you can develop web applications. The other steps you can do it. Next step 3, right? Next step. If you're done with the step 2, yes. Step 3, creating virtual environment. We have installed only the module, but creating virtual environment. Here, most of you will be getting error here. In this step, most of you will be getting error. See, already we installed virtual ENV. So now go and check. Okay. Next step is virtual ENV. Give any name for your virtual environment. Give any name for your virtual environment. I mean, giving it as my VENV, my virtual environment. My virtual environment I'm giving. My VENV I'm giving. My VENV, right? Yes. Okay, just everyone perform this. Virtual ENV. In that my VENV you can give. Virtual ENV, my VENV. So whenever I say enter, right? It should say created. Whenever created virtual environment, it has, you need to get this. Virtual ENV, my VENV, created virtual environment. Everyone has to get this.
Yes, sir.
Everyone got it? Anyone got any error? Like anything script disabled like that? Is my voice clear to all or not, right?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, clear, sir.
Yeah. Everyone you need to get just what you need to do. These 2 words, virtual ENV. Be careful with the typo errors. Virtual ENV, my VENV. What I've given? My virtual ENV, my VENV I've given. So successfully to say created, you need to get this created virtual environment. Created virtual environment, it has to say. Got it, everyone? Anyone facing any problem or you got any script is disabled, such kind of errors have you got?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Now, 3 steps finished. Creating virtual environment. Okay. Now activating virtual environment. Here in this activating virtual environment, while activating, for most of you, it won't get activated. Yes, in this step, activating virtual environment, for most of you will be getting error. So how to solve it, I'll say. Now, okay, before you go with the fourth step, right? Once you go and check in your C drive, you have created a folder, right? With what name? DJANGO apps. Go and check in the DJANGO apps once. What's happening at the back end, you need to know. In DJANGO apps folder, you open, what you will see? My VENV, my virtual environment created, right? My virtual environment created. In that
Yes.
my virtual environment, can you see the scripts folder of Python? Scripts folder of Python, right? In that you will be able to see pip. You will be able to see pip. And for activating, you got that activation, right? Pradeep Yadav, you are writing on the screen. Okay. Go back to this folder that you have created, Django apps, in that my virtual environment. In that scripts, if you are able to see, which was taken from Python. So pip you will be able to see, and activate option also you'll be able to see, right? From where I'm going to activate it. Okay.
And
Everyone-
difference between two activate means, sir.
This is the activate Windows batch file. This is that. Forget about the remaining files. This is the main activate file.
Okay.
This is the main activate batch file, right? Batch file. Okay. So that's fine. If you have got this my VENV folder, in that you got the scripts, that's fine. Now, step 4. Now check this carefully, right? Now check the path. Where is your path? Once again, go to that folder and see the path. See the path of it. Activate path. What is the activate path? C drive, Django apps. Within the Django apps, my VENV. Within that scripts folder, you can see that activate option. Where you are able to see the activate option? In C, Django apps, my virtual environment, scripts, right? So you need to give the same path here. The same thing you need to say, right? Yes. So already you are in Django apps folder. So change your directory to my virtual environment. In that scripts folder, you change it. It means now you will get this entire path like this. Okay.
In that scripts is escapes, right, Vijay?
Yes. But here, okay, it will just avoid that.
Okay.
During the paths, it won't. Okay, now check this. So you're currently you are okay. You can just in the middle of this, right? Middle of this page, you can scroll it up. You can just scroll it up. Okay. Now, what is it? CD. Change your directory. Change your directory to which directory?
My VNV.
My VNV.
CD. Change your directory to my VENV. My virtual ENV. My VENV. Within that my VENV, you have got scripts folder. Scripts folder, right? Change your directory. Now you got that entire path, right?
Sir, is Django case sensitive?
Not audible. So
Yes, everyone got this right? Created a virtual environment. Now activating the virtual environment. Now activating the virtual environment, right? Okay. So first go to this path. Go to this path. See Django apps, my virtual environment, scripts. Okay. Now see that path where you are currently in C Django apps, my virtual environment, scripts. So dot backslash activate. So within the same folder dot slash activate. Say enter. So my venv it will say. My venv it will say, right? Dot backslash activate. You will
Script
get
disabled.
you will get this in the bracket. My virtual environment. You need to see.
It got disabled. I think I'm getting the error. It got disabled. Saying.
Okay. For any one of you, if you have got error right here, yes.
Yes, sir.
Anyone got script is disabled kind of error?
Yes, I got. Yes, I got.
Yes, Vijay. I got the same.
For those right who got that error.
I got error, sir.
Okay, so just at the can you see this PowerShell here?
Yes,
In
yes.
the middle, you can beside that plus option is there.
Mm-hmm.
Beside that drop down list is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Click the drop down list, everyone,
Okay.
and click this command prompt.
Okay.
Okay.
Once you before that, once you check with the dot / activate, you say. Check it. You're getting the same thing.
Sorry, which command we need to give Vijay? Dot.
Dot /.
But let me move to that folder first.
Sir, forward slash or backward slash?
So those who got error using backwards, use by using / you check.
Same thing, only activate.
You're getting or you're getting error? Hello.
I got error, so
Getting error.
Getting same error, Vijay. Same, I think.
Okay. 1 second. Go to this drop down list is there, right? Everyone drop down this for those who got error, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Drop in the drop down list. Command prompt is there.
Okay.
Click that command prompt. Yes.
Done.
1 second. In the command prompt, cd, same thing. My venv /scripts. Say enter. My venv /scripts. Now you say dot / activate. Now you say dot / activate. You won't get any error now.
Yes, done.
Now no one is getting error, right?
Yes.
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 Now everyone should get okay. So go to this command prompt, see the path, and say dot slash. You can see this is where. So you should see my venv in the bracket. My venv, can you see in the bracket? Then it is activated.
Yes.
So in PowerShell also we need to give the same command, Vijay, or it's fine if we give in command prompt.
Command prompt is enough. Now you can do everything using command prompt now. Instead of the
Okay.
terminal, right? Everything you continue from that command prompt only from here on, right?
Yeah, okay, Vijay.
Means we need to go ahead with the only command prompt terminal, no, not in the PowerShell.
Okay. Observe here, everyone got this right? Activated, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Just say CLS, CLS to clear the screen. CLS. Just use CLS will just clear all those. Now this step is completed, right? Everyone got the output up to step 4.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Vijay.
My virtual env, yes. So be in the same command prompt terminal only. So command prompt only you can be. And here now installation of DJANGO, right? Hardly it takes 10 seconds to install DJANGO. Now step 5, installation of DJANGO. Just say pip install DJANGO. DJANGO 5th version, right? DJANGO pip install DJANGO. Say pip install DJANGO. Now DJANGO is going to be installed. It takes 10 seconds to install DJANGO.
Can we write pip3 also, sir?
Yes, yes. Pip install DJANGO, right? DJANGO is downloading and DJANGO is installed. Now it's installing, right? Downloading DJANGO 5.0. Just remember the version 5.0. Always if you say pip install DJANGO, it will install the latest version. Successfully installed DJANGO 5.0.4. Successfully installed DJANGO 5.0.4, right? Generally, when you are doing any project, if you are asked to install a particular version, not the latest version, 5.0.4 is the very latest version. Whenever you say pip install, right? Pip install DJANGO, it always installs the latest version. But if you are asked to use 4th version, then how will you do? How will you install 4th version? If you say pip install DJANGO, always it will install 5th version only. In such case, if you want to install a particular version of DJANGO, pip install, give in double quotes, DJANGO, which version you want, a double equal to which version, 4.0. If you are asked to work with 4.0.4. So you should say in this way. Okay. Understand this. If you want to install a specific version, and if you want to install the latest version, pip install DJANGO. And if you want to see that what is installed, if you want later after 1 month, let me know what version is available in my system. Pip show DJANGO. Pip show DJANGO, you say. Version 5.0, name is DJANGO, version is 5.0.4. Pip show DJANGO, it's going to show the version, right? Python version, DJANGO version shows. The license, the location where it is. Okay, fine. Done with this, everyone got installed, successfully installed DJANGO. Everyone got this option?
Got, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now DJANGO is installed. Now you can ready to work with any web application, right? Now from here onwards, you can continue that, starting project, creating a project, creating application. Now everything is going to work. Now your environment is, everything is ready. Your Python is available, virtual environment, your DJANGO is installed, right? Okay, fine. So in the tomorrow session, just I'll brief you creating a web application, a sample web application, right? We'll follow all the 10 steps. Only we have done with which step, right? Check this in that only these first 2 steps we have completed. Creating virtual environment and activating virtual environment and installation of DJANGO is completed. Step 3 onwards, creating project, creating application, all this, right? With an with a sample application I'll discuss, right? So what we did today, right? And creating virtual environment, activating virtual environment, and installing DJANGO, right? Yes. So these are the steps involved, right, in doing those, creating virtual environment. Yes, and also we have installed VS Code, right? Yeah.
Like VS Code, can we install DJANGO from web also? Like not from pip?
Hmm?
Like pip, can we install DJANGO directly from web?
No, PP is required. Okay. So tomorrow, same, you can follow the same link tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So web application creation, right? Yes. You can check to your mail ID today's video. If anyone not done with this today's installation, you can check. You will be getting a video within 1 hour time. You'll be getting the videos of today's session. Today's video you'll be getting to your Gmail with whatever Gmail you have attended the meeting, to that you'll be getting a video of today's session. And check it after 1 hour in your mail, right? The video link of today's session will be provided. Okay. So we'll continue tomorrow, more discussion on this, right?